What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Jonathan, aka Snowman here, and today I have a somewhat special video for you, and it's made for a specific person in mind, and I'm pretty sure they'll know who they are when they see this. But today I have a video on Kerbal Space Program, which is a space simulator game that I play, and basically the game is about building different types of vehicles and being able to explore the open world or solar system because this game has multiple planets that you can explore, and you can do that so via space, ground, or air, or even water if you're good enough to be able to design something like that because the game's not really designed to make boats, but that's besides the point. The point of this video today is to show you this new feature that I learned, and for my friend, this is what I was talking about when I said that I made somewhat of a big breakthrough. And the breakthrough was this feature that I learned called action groups, which is right here. Action groups are something that I've known about, but really didn't know how to use. And honestly, I didn't care about them at the time because I feel like they weren't that important because, I was just building things and I really wasn't having too much problem with where I was going. But now I see that I need action groups because they are very critical for what type of vehicle I have built. And what I have for you today is a VTOL, which, if you don't know, is a vertical takeoff and landing vehicle. Basically, it can fly vertically and horizontally. Now, what action groups do is it allows you to program the 1 through 0 buttons on your keyboard to basically do a specific action. And so this is critical to my VTOL because if I were to go the normal route on how engines work in the game, it would not function properly. And the normal route would be to use the stages one by one. And the reason why that would not work is because if you know how a VTOL works, basically, if you want to take off vertically, you have to turn on the vertical engines first, then turn on your horizontal engines so that you will not be going forward and up at the same time because the goal is to be able to go up vertically. And also, if you designed your aircraft really well, you can also be able to hover in midair. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to try to keep it a little simple. But okay, so action groups. You can program them to do anything you want so long as it's something in the game. And well, with each action group, the way it works is you click on the number and then you click on a specific part that you want to be able to use. So right now I have custom action group 1. That action group is set to my rear jet engines right here. So when I click them, I first click, sorry, custom 1, then I click the part that I want to use, which is a jet engine, and then I program it to do whatever I want to do. Right now I have it programmed to toggle engine. So there it is. I click it again. It's back at where it belongs. And what toggle is basically it turns the engine on and off at will. So if I press 1 on my keyboard, these engines are going to turn on. And if I press 1 again, they'll turn off. So pretty simple. And you have some other things you can do with the engines, but for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to get into it. Plus, I really don't know what gimbals are. I'm still learning the feature as I go, but I know enough to work a VTOL, so yeah. Alright, so when I get back, I'm going to show you guys how specifically this aircraft works, and I'm going to demonstrate for you and show you just how awesome this feature is. Okay? And we are back. Welcome to the Kerbal Space Program facility, whatever you want to call it, headquarters. We are currently on the runway of the Kerbal Space Center. And here's my aircraft. Over there is some vehicle that I made that I really don't care to tell you about right now. But okay, so we have our different engine groups right here, which we can activate through stages, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to use the action groups that I've programmed on my keyboard, which is 1 through 3, to show you how it works. Alright, so this is going to be a, I guess, first try, you know, no editing, and see what happens. And okay, even though I have my action groups programmed to the keyboard, this probably won't be as easy as it may seem. So let me try to remember. I kind of forgotten which one I programmed to which. So one. Oops, nope, that's not the right one. That's the engines. Two. That's the Rapier engine. No. Alright, so I'm pretty sure it's three. So alright, let me just turn the throttle down just a little bit. Oh crap, I still got the Rapier engine on. Okay, it's going up a little bit, but we need a little more thrust. And there we go. Oh, and I'm going backwards. That is not good. Ugh, crap. Yeah. Apparently I got too much weight in the back and not enough thrust. So, yeah, I'm going to have to fix that. But when I get back, I'm going to show you guys how it works properly. So, sorry. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again, and I have somewhat tested my aircraft and adjusted some things, so now I have successfully taken off vertically without really much issues. So I'm going to now demonstrate once again the power of VTOL. So here we go. Turn. The throttle is on medium, so I won't take off like a rocket. You know. All right, here we go. Oops, crap. Which one was that? My bad. I pressed space. Okay, press 3. There we go. And keep the brakes on because you don't need brakes. And we're off. Whoa! And we're kind of leaning forward a little bit. Adjust it. Look at that. Is that not awesome? Look at that. 4 powerful rocket engines taking off. And now I want to turn on my jet engine. You can go ahead and turn on the Rapiers too if you want. And VTOL can turn off. You know what? Turn the Rapier off. We don't want to burn up too much fuel. And look at that. Vertical takeoff, ladies and gentlemen. We have successful VTOL. Now I want to try to attempt to land it somewhere very difficult. Maybe not on top of the building. This is the rocket ship building. Over there is the what's it called? The space plane building, which is where I built this aircraft that I'm flying now. And over there's the launch pad for rockets. You got some other stuff that's currently not being used. This area is not usable right now. That's the communications center. That's where you go to keep up with all your flights in progress. You know, so if I want to go check out if I have a rocket or a lander on the moon, I can go to the Space Center and go over there and check out and see how it's doing. And right there is the Kerbal, I guess, hangout area. That's where you go to basically pick your pilots. You know, we got Christian Kerman with us today, but we can have somebody new, you know, at any time. This is in first person view, and oh my gosh, this is awesome. Let's see if I can just make a nosedive here. I love this plane. Like, this is without a doubt one of my best designs for an aircraft that I've ever built, simply because it glides so well. Like, it requires not a lot of thrust to keep it in the air, and yeah, it's just very good at controlling, and it also has some good seats in it. You know, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 spots for some Kerbals to sit in and ride along. Alright, so now when I get back, I'm gonna go show you guys the landing process. Ugh, the worst part. The landing is something I've not fully perfected yet, so this may take a while for me to successfully do, but when I do, I'll be back. Alright, see you guys later. Flying plane, flying plane all day. Alrighty guys, well, I have decided that I'm going to attempt to land on these rigid mountains over here that are north of the Kerbal Space Center, and I'm going to try to see if I can land without too much of a failure. So once I approach them closely and get a successful landing, I will return and see if I'm victorious. But first, let me, what is it, F5? Yeah, quick save. Gotta quick save, because if you don't, you will have a long journey from the runaway all the way over here. So yeah, I quick save to make sure that I can, you know, attempt over and over, because, you know, who gets it right on the first try? Not everybody, right? Yeah. Alright. Alright, so as I am approaching the mountains, I'm going to lower my thrust so that I'm able to have just enough speed to where I don't fall to the ground, but, you know, I can just, you know, make it right above the mountain. So I'm going to turn on my vertical engines now. I'm not going to use it a whole lot. Oh, forgot to turn off my main engines. And so, here we go. Looks like I'm going too fast, so I might have to swing around in order to get it. Yeah, overshot it. Just gonna have to swing around here. Thank goodness my aircraft is so good at gliding. Otherwise, I'd be burning a ton of fuel just to make a U-turn. But looks like I can get it. And one thing, guys, if you ever decide to play Kerbal Space Program and you want to make a VTOL of your own, I definitely recommend these rocket engines as your source of power, because I'll be honest, I've tested jet engines and they are very, very hard to maneuver. Okay, here we go, close to the ground. Looks like I'm kind of overshooting it because I'm gliding again. Great. I'm going to make it, guys, don't worry. If I don't make it, I'm going to shoot myself. No, I'm just kidding, I'm not going to shoot myself. But, crap, we might just have to land in a different spot. Full power. Okay, here we go. No, come on. It's a very delicate process. Success! Yes! We've done it! We've landed on the mountain, and we have successfully used our VTOL technology to be able to travel places where man originally thought was not possible. Success. And let me hurry up and quick save real quick so I don't lose this precious moment. Let's see here. Messing with the camera. Like I was saying though, do not go with jet engines as your vertical engines. Trust me, you do not want to have to deal with that crap. Okay, because the thing about jet engines are they take time to spool up. Okay, you have to wait for them to spool up to get any type of power, whereas rockets, the power is basically instantaneous. Once you throttle them up, you got instant power. You don't have to wait for them to spool up. Oh, looks like my design with these the ladder is kind of janky, but whatever. We're here, we are on the mountain, and I have shown you guys the power of VTOL technology with the use of action groups. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this you know, great achievement that I've made, and hopefully this new feature will take me into places that I, you know, didn't think were so possible. You know, that little round thing in the sky, we could go there, or maybe we could go even further. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I said this game was huge, didn't I? It's big. It's really big. So yeah, if I put this on YouTube, go ahead and like and rate, comment, whatever they do now these days, and you know, just let me know if you guys want to see any more Kerbal footage. I'll be glad to make some more for you. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.